What's up, everyone? As you can see, we're at a different angle right now, and I wanted to do a series of videos just kind of looking back at my life as a YouTuber, I guess, and I kind of talked about this in a personal vlog that I did for my patrons, which you can totally jump on if you want to. I might make it public, but I'm definitely gonna be talking about some of the things that I mentioned in said vlog publicly, so it's not behind some hidden paywall or something and everyone's like, this is not fair. How dare you make me pay extra to see what's going on in your personal life or whatever. And some things, I don't know, I kind of want to mention to them first before I let it all out to y'all. One of the things I wanted to do was go back and look at things from my past as a YouTuber, and I know I've touched on a little bit in my video called My YouTube Story, which of course I'll pop a card in there somewhere so you can check it out. And I know it's a lengthy video and it's really rambly, but it pretty much sums up my thoughts of my life as a YouTuber that I've been on the platform since 2005. So I've been on there for, let's do some math, 13 years now, which is a really long time. I'm sad I didn't do it's my 10-year anniversary on YouTube video, but whatever. So one thing that I wanted to start off with this series of little vlogs of just thinking about how to move on forward with YouTube and my life and just everything, is a kind of, it's in the description. I wanted to show you how I learned how to edit. So most of you know that I went to school for film. Well, my degree is in radio, television, and film, but I wanted to emphasize more on the film aspect with a hint of television stuff because they do overlap in some areas, and I want to do directing and screenwriting. So one thing I did not learn from film school is how to edit, unfortunately. Granted, we did have a section on learning how to edit with Adobe Premiere, but my teacher sucked a lot. It's very much an understatement how much I dislike this teacher. She didn't really teach us how to edit whatsoever. At least I didn't learn anything from how to edit from her. So I am very happy that I taught myself how to edit. And the first thing that I did before what some of you may know as the Ducky and Miko Show, I used to do fan videos. Now, fan videos is kind of the equivalent of anime music videos, where you would take one medium and mix it with music, and you can create a story or something with it. Now, I got into anime before I got into J-Rock, so I never really got around to actually do anime music videos, but I always wanted to after I started doing J-Rock music videos, or J-Rock fan vids. But I still have yet to do a anime music video because it takes a lot of time, because I would have to rip a lot of things, but now, I have no excuse because there's a vast area of places that I can choose from to download anime from streaming platforms and what have you, and go about it a lot easier than taking a DVD off the shelf, ripping it on my computer, converting it into a smaller file so it wouldn't suck up too much space on my hard drive, and then plugging it into various editing softwares, or just, the one editing software. I mean, you don't really need multiple editing areas, but there's still so much I can learn when it comes to editing, even though that is not my expertise. It's not what I really want to do, but there's tons of things that I still can learn on how to edit. And most of you already know that I'm a one-person show. I do my recording myself, my setup myself. If I do any scripting, which is really rare, I script myself, and I do all my editing, which is why lots of things get delayed or not posted at all, on top of me also writing on my blog and another website. So I do a lot of stuff, and most of it is a one-woman show. So anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this whole video, which is my very first fan video that I did, which was posted on my original YouTube channel, because I think it was some sort of like YouTuber tag or something that I did, and I mentioned that I had a previous channel that I started in 2005. I think it was under Miko Susahiro 18 or something, and now it's what it is now, Miyabi Asduro, which I might change the name to make it more appropriately Muddy Cold Madhouse, which I really should do. I've been debating that for months, years really. But mostly on my previous channel, I posted a lot of fan vids before Google bought YouTube. And then I started getting into the vlogging sphere, and here we are. So I do a little bit of vlogging and other things, reviews and whatnot. I mean, you're subscribed to my channel, so you know what I do now. So anyway, so I wanted to watch my very first fan video and let you guys see it. I don't know, hopefully won't get a copyright strike. If I do, I'll just move the video to another streaming site, because I do have other accounts elsewhere that I will not get my stuff taken down for. So I'm gonna kind of watch / react, I guess, to it. I mean, it really isn't a reaction video. It's a fan vid, my very first fan vid on how I learned how to edit, and then I will tell you everything, as much as I can remember, of what I did when I made this video. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to show you, and I'm going to be watching my very first fan vid called Beautiful J-Rock. Really miss my fancy little fonts. I really should reinstall those. Yay for watermarks from videos. You can really tell which is an old video and which is what's from a TV show and what's from a DVD. Kyo really doesn't look like Kyo right there, but I know it's him. The funny thing is even though it's been a really long time since I've heard the song, I still remember all the words, or most of the words. I'm trying really hard not to sing. Yeah, lip syncing. Watching this now, I really hate like all the little watermarks and stuff and names of songs are just kind of like interrupting like the visual, but I mean, you gotta do what you can do with your resources. I really hated that. There's like a slight lag, and that happened quite a bit on the editing software that I was using, but you can't really see that error unless you know that error is there, but it works really well with the song, so it doesn't really matter. I should have like counted how many Darren Gray music videos I used in this video. Super old, the Arc-en-Ciel. And also count how many times I used Miyavi music videos, because Darren Gray and Miyavi were like my number ones. Number one and number two. The music video was really nice though. This Nightmare one. One thing that you can tell in these fan vids is like when I got into the fandom by like how old all these music videos are. Alright, that's the end of the music video here. I made some like credits that has the list of all the bands that I used in the music video. I don't know if you can actually read those. Let's see. There's Alice 9, Miyavi, Ayabe, Nightmare, Darren Gray, Pyro, Gak, Cycloshim, and Vidal, and of course at the end is my name and the name of the song, Beautiful Things by Adane. So, I know I didn't really say too much while I was watching the video, but when I started doing fan vids, I didn't really have any editing software. Like, I didn't know anything about, you know, Adobe Premiere and all of that. I don't even know if that even existed back then in like 2005. I just use Windows XP's Window Movie Maker to make all my fan vids. So, since I was new to the J-Rock fandom, and when I get into something that I like and I really like it and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever, I really get passionate about it and try to like dig up as much as I can. Now I've kind of regressed and I don't really, I'm actually behind on listening to music and stuff, and I don't really collect music videos and comment videos and behind the scenes and concerts. I don't really collect videos anymore because it just takes up a lot of space and the resources are just not there unless you you know, legally purchase the items from like CD Japan and Brand X, so on and so forth. Actually buy the DVDs and rip them. So some of the videos you can kind of tell that people have gotten them off of like TV shows or from DVDs based on the quality and also watermarkings and and then the names of the song and the band and stuff. So that was just how things were back then, 13 years ago. But LiveJournal was the community where I would meet all of these wonderful, awesome people that were into J-Rock and Visual Kei, and that's how I would collect all of my music videos and concerts and clips and stuff. And then I would like take a moment and like in my break in the summer when because I wasn't working then, I was in high school, and burn all of the stuff on CDs. So all of my stuff are on like CDs and DVDs and stuff, and I have like a whole bunch of like just these things. And I still have like a lot of cleaning to do now. It's not so much music videos, but it's more of like the stuff that I film for YouTube and stuff. So, and then other things that I do just for myself, like from concerts and conventions and stuff. So yes, so this fan video was, like I said, made on Windows Movie Maker, and I just took a whole lot of different clips and stuff that I downloaded from various communities and on LiveJournal, and I would just mash them up. I would just put them to the music. I would listen to, when I made them, I would listen to the lyrics and the tones and shifts in the music, and I would try to match it to the visuals. So I had a lot of like somber, emotional type visuals to match said song. One thing I noticed before I started recording this video, I went back to look for all my other music videos, excluding the one I did for Duran Gray, because I did like a Duran Gray fan movie. I did not go back to look for that, because just, oh god, no. Just the ones with various J-Rock bands in them, and I noticed a pattern in all of my music choices. They were all pretty somber, slow, kind of sad-ish songs. I think probably whatever I do with the introduction to this video, I'm probably most likely going to insert one of my fan videos, but I'm just going to say the video before this one is just a small snippet of something I've made, and that's just a slow, somber song. So that was Beautiful Things by Dane. I'm still very proud of my very first fan vid. I think I did a pretty good job for like 13 years ago with Windows Movie Maker, don't you think? I do kind of want to like rewatch a couple more, maybe, I'm not sure. But I probably will do it on my own time. I don't know. So the other music video, or fan bits that I did do, excluding the Duran Gray fan movie, I did Bittersweet Symphony by The Verb, which is mostly focused on Phantasmagoria, Vidal, and Ichini 12012, that's there, which were all under the label Undercode, and I was really into the Undercode label and stuff, so I made a video with just them three because they were like graduating, leaving the label, whatever. One I did watch before starting to film this was My December, the remix by Linkin Park, which had a assortment of bands. And watching it, I'm just kind of cringing a little bit because it's not the best, but it's not terrible. There are some moments that I wish were just a little bit better and match the song more, but I mean, according to this was like from also 2005, so I mean, I tried. The other one I didn't get a chance to watch before filming was The Ghost of You by My Chemical Romance, which I definitely remember getting into in high school because a friend I met was super into My Chemical Romance. And this was before, you know, the Black Parade, all of that stuff. So honestly, I've only listened to like the first album, and I never went further than that, and the same with Panic with Disco. But I really liked their first album a lot, and in exchange, I introduced her to Duran Gray, and she loved them. And I think her favorite member was like Karu or something. So, I don't want to make this video too long, but hopefully that kind of like answers the question of how I learned how to edit, if anyone ever had that question. I learned how to edit while doing fan vids of Visual Kei bands. It's really sad emo music apparently. And then it evolved into doing the Ducky and Miko show and learning how to adjust levels of music, adding text, cutting and editing things that don't need to be in said video, to where I'm at right now, which isn't really much. I'm still doing about the same thing, but with better software and equipment, and I should really level up my skills just a little bit more, like After Effects or something. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I promise this is not really a reaction type video. It's just more of like pointing out things from my past. But Beautiful J-Rock was one of my most popular fan vids on LiveJournal and YouTube, and it's one of my favorite projects that I made that I still feel proud of, even though it has its flaws. And if you ever want to learn how to edit, you don't need to take a class. Just pick up some software, or use whatever software is on your computer, tinker around with it some, and then slowly, just buy something, play around with it too, and see what you get. There's nothing wrong with doing fan videos or anime music videos or whatever. Like, those things are still pretty popular, even though I think I watched something about like the art of them is kind of dying, but they're still pretty awesome and a good way to like experiment with sound and visuals if you really want to learn how to like get into that business. It really taught me a lot about that. So there you go. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you want to see early access and other things that I do, you can join Patreon like these awesome people below, and I will see you next time in another video or something, especially if you subscribe. Yeah.